G'day, Andy from Single Malt. How you going? Benromach, the smallest distillery in Speyside. Not the smallest distillery in Scotland, but the smallest distillery in Speyside has released a new dram called Triple Distilled. Pretty neat when you've only got two stills, but I think what they do is they run it through the second still twice. So once through the first still, once through the second still, another time through the second still, 1, 2, 3. Triple distilled. Why would you do it? Most single malts in Scotland are only double distilled, and most distilleries only have two stills. A couple of exceptions, like Springbank or Auchentoshan, I think is another one. But generally, only two stills generally makes a pretty good whiskey. I think the old single malt from Scotland's not too bad. So why do they bother putting it through another time? Well, it's all about the quality of the spirit. So when you do the first distillation, you get rid of all the nasty goobers, the foreshots. That's things like methanol and really nasty stuff that you don't want in the distillation. That gets piffed off straight away. And they take the cut, and that goes into the second distillation, and it gets distilled again, and they do another top cut to get rid of the methanol and the very light phenols, and they take off the faints as well, which is the heavier esters and heavy flavours, and that leaves a narrow flavour band. Predominantly our favourite, ethyl alcohol, ethanol, alcohol, all the same thing, however you call it, just not late for dinner, but basically booze, and some lovely flavour compounds that fall into that category as well. Now, putting it through another distillation, well, it just takes off a tiny little bit more of the lighter products and a few more of those heavier products, and leaves a cleaner spirit. So where after two distillations, you're probably at around 70 ABV, alcohol by volume, ABV. After a third distillation, you're up around 80% alcohol by volume, and the remainder predominantly water, a couple of other bits and pieces, but predominantly water. So almost getting close to pure alcohol after that third distillation. And what that means is it doesn't have any nasty flavour compounds that can make a whiskey rough. So if you like a smooth whiskey, triple distillations for you. And to be sure, I think was the famous Irish whiskey's slogan for a while, and that was to make it very, very smooth. But you do lose some interesting flavour compounds with the smoothness. This one has been aged 8 years, so I'm expecting a very fine distillation, a really nice clean spirit, not very rough, lovely and clean. And look at that, American oak. So yeah, it's in first fill American oak bourbon barrels. So yeah, has a really nice first thing in the morning colour, a golden colour, and looks pretty good. Actually, very indicative, no bronziness, so you'd expect very little sherry, and by the tasting notes that I have read, there are none. It's just all first fill bourbon barrels. So just got a big punch of vanilla there on the nose, out of the bottle. Not a recommended, tasting. You're much better off looking at it. Oh, it actually says it on the small batches and slowly matured in first fill bourbon casks for many years, at least 8. Actually, I think this is a vintage, 2009. Well, yeah, 2017. Yeah, so it'll be about 8 years in cask. Very good. Okay, so we've got the it's even on the front. Oh no, 1898. That's when Benromach was established. 50% ABV. So we've got up to that 80% ABV, and then maybe after a bit of time in cask, we give some to the angels. So that may be where it's left with. after 8 years in first fills, or they might have put a little bit of distilled water in it just to balance it out at 50% ABV. Pretty high. I'm sure the good folk at Benromach have not used any tricks, no caramel added, no chill filtration. These are really great whiskey makers, passionate whiskey makers. They even often put a little bit of smoke to be reminiscent of the original Speyside flavour. Let's see if there is any. Yeah, there is. Just a hint. Oh, more than a hint. It's beautiful. Yum. Oh, Christmas ham. Not quite bacon. It's not fully smoky, but that lovely double smoked ham. Oh, yum. There's a little bit of orange in there as well. So I'm thinking, it's coming up to Christmas when I'm doing this recording, and what this has got me thinking about is basted ham in a marmalade glaze. Whoa, does that sound good? This whiskey smells good. Lots of vanilla. Really nice on the nose. It's high alcohol, but it's not burning out the nostrils. Oh, beautiful clean spirit. Wow. Like, oh yeah. Lovely afterwave there. So initially a really nice clean spirit. Lots of really beautiful vanilla. You can actually taste quite a bit of oak from the American oak barrel. I'm getting some char as well, and a really nice smooth flavour in the palate, which carries on and gives, even though it's really 50%, she's got a fair kick. It's not a burning whiskey. It's a really nice sipping whiskey. What makes it different is how smooth it is. So it's a drinking whiskey. It's not a simple whiskey. It's got lots of lovely complexity, lots of lovely flavours in there with the marmalade, the orange, vanilla, what else? Almond. Lots of really good flavours, but the smoothness of it, that lovely smokiness that comes through in the back palate, really makes it an enticing and really different whiskey. So well done, Benromach. Should turn the label around. Well done, guys. You've pushed the boundaries yet again, and I think this is a really great expression. Yeah, well done. Oh, slanger. That is not going to last long. Cheers.